Woo! What's up everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today is a pretty exciting day. We're finalizing a few builds, getting ready for the upcoming season. Today is video 2 on the KJW 1911 KP16. I'm going to go through everything mechanically I've done to this platform to make it function correctly and overall work how it should. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we left off figuring out that the green gas magazine was underpowered. It didn't seem to hold enough gas to support the system, let alone function the gun and the slide correctly. Last round bolt hold open issues, power stroke issues, all of that's resolved. I've marked on the mag where consistently on a full charge of gas where it would run out, either 10 rounds or 15 round mark consistently would fail there. Now to alleviate that problem, CO2, this is primarily a CO2 gun. Green gas, that's out of here. Now what I've done to this point to get the pistol to fire correctly and operate correctly, I have taken a file to the slide stop and shaped it just a little bit to fit better in the grooves here. I've also custom cut a spring. This is out of a Sega 12 and it's 130% spring. The stock spring didn't even make a mag. First test round ended up piling up on itself. I've removed all of the stock buffers that come with the gun and literally made my own. We got 2 standard bolt washers here that I've drilled out and then sanded down to fit and form correctly on the guide rod. Now on the guide rod, I just did some light sanding here just to help the gun function better and smoother. Tighten every screw that I could see. I've also witness marked and put a bit of super glue just on the outer perimeter of the screw to help keep it there. And then the witness mark is to see if bolts are coming loose. It's an easy visual to see. Now on the hammer, there's a little bit of filing here. You can see it was actually starting to peen or curl over on itself when the hammer bottoms out on the platform. Nothing too crazy, but just to alleviate any further issues, quick mild sand down. So now where we're at is I'm literally gonna put the pistol together, give her a quick greasing, and we're gonna test fire. We gave the O-ring and the valving just 1 dab of some Vulcan Premium Tango lube, and then all the steel on steel parts, I'm using Get Some 1000 Supreme lubricant, and I'll be putting that on with a brush. So I'm gonna do that real quickly on a reassembly here, and we're gonna get going. Even guys, for the hop-up chamber, a bit of super glue and some witness marks there to see if things are coming loose, because what kills gas blowback replicas, guys, is the vibration. The gun slowly kills itself each shot. Things are coming loose, clearances aren't good, so you gotta either Loctite or super glue or be on the maintenance with these. The gas blowback, you have to do the maintenance. Any machine, do the maintenance, she'll take care of you. If you neglect the maintenance, it will fail sooner. So that being said, let's quickly just prep everything for lube, and then we're gonna put the gun together and test fire it. We're gonna chronograph it also. Now guys, you ask 10 different people, what do they do for lube? You're gonna get 10 different answers. I kind of just lube anything that you see shiny, like indicates steel on steel. You don't need to go crazy. It doesn't need to be soaking, just a good little film. And anywhere you figure you put a little too much, just wipe it off. Not a huge deal. A little bit here, and where it locks and unlocks there on the slide. Also, from the last video, I said I was gonna get optics mount, and I did. It's a Amazon special for a 1911, it will not work for this gun. They're 2011 specific. They're very hard to find out of stock, so we'll be getting a mount later. All right, now that the frame and the slides all prepped with lube, ready to go, let's fire this thing back together and get testing on it. There we go. You gotta make sure that's lined up or it will bind. Your spring retainer in there. Boom. There we go. I'll tell you right now, guys, this is probably the hardest recoiling pistol in my collection. There, now that the hop-up chamber, inner barrel, bucking, recoil springs all put together, you just slide it back together. Boom. That on. And there we go. Now we're ready to rock. Now what I like about this replica is the trigger's amazing. Immediately you're right on the wall. And that's almost rifle pull weight, maybe like 4 pounds. The reset, and boom. This is a very fast gun. Let's get filled up with some CO2. Now, considering this is brand new out of the box, Vulcan Premium Tango Lube on the end of Q-tip here. And right at the inlet valve, I'm just gonna put a tiny little dab. And then on each CO2, I'm just gonna put a tiny bit just for the first install. You don't wanna scratch or tear your O-rings right off the hop and then you have leaky mag and your gun doesn't work. If you haven't used a CO2 gun, I'll show you real quick how to do it. Get your CO2 in there. Oh, there we go. And then you just tighten it until it stops leaking the air. We're all loaded up with some 0.25, some fresh CO2. The chronograph we're using today is the AC 5000 from Acetec. Write down in the comments what you think this replica is going to chronograph at. 300.3 feet per second, 1.05 joules. 320, 119, 303, 289, 295. Now, I really like the trigger on this. It's pretty good. It seems like it's an accurate pistol to me. We're only 10 yards away. Well, it's typical CQB engagement. As you can see, the last round bolt open works great. The recoil on this thing, woo, is definitely stout. Way more than any green gas pistol that I have. We got one more mag, guys, and we're gonna call it a day. Bill drill. Woo! That's good gun. Woo! And we're getting low on gas there, it seems. Didn't work on the last round. Yeah, that's nice. Well, guys, I absolutely think this is a sick replica. Little bit of work, a little bit of ingenuity with some springs and some buffers, but overall I'm very happy with this replica. Everything works good. Last round bolt hole bolt. Boom, boom. Little bit of work to get the gun to function correctly, but now that it's working great, I'm happy with it. If you like this type of video, let me know in the comment section. Hit that like button, and we'll see you on the next one.